Hey everyone, welcome to our Pink Power Monday night call. I am so excited to talk to you guys, so excited to share what we're going to be talking about tonight, which is belief. And I'm so excited. I'm going to be sharing my screen in a little bit, but wanted to just briefly talk about the definition of belief and kind of what that truly is. I think we throw the word around a lot, but we're going to dive a little deeper into what that actually means. A lot of the information I'm going to be sharing tonight is actually from the Strength Finder test. So if you have not heard of it, please take it. It's so enlightening. It's so amazing. It's really enlightened me. I mean, I feel like I've gotten to know myself a little bit better. And we know that self-awareness is so important in this business. I made my husband take it too, and even that was enlightening and honestly gave us more grace for each other. A lot of his strengths are not my strengths, and a lot of my strengths are not his strengths. So it's just really good, especially working with a team. I think it's really good to know what your team's strengths are. So I highly, highly recommend that. And a lot of the information I'm going to be talking about tonight is from the Strengths Finder test. It's about $50, but it's so worth it to take this. Okay, so what is belief? Okay, we throw this word around a lot. I think I've been hearing this word from literally the second I signed up. And that was like 6 years ago. And we just kind of hear this word so many times. So some might say, right, its definition is trust, faith, certainty, confidence in someone or something, and all of that is true. Strength Finder specifically defines it as people with strong belief are people who have enduring principles that they absolutely live by. They're unchanging. Okay, it's like who they are. It's the makeup of who they are. They're driven by purpose and their core values. So we're going to be talking about core values a lot tonight because that's the foundation of what your belief is going to be. Now, we know that in this business, you need belief in three things, okay? You need belief in network marketing, in Plexus, and in yourself. That is true. But tonight we're going to dive deeper into what that means according to the lens of core values. So we're really going to try and identify core values and really break that down. I am going to share my screen now. Okay, I think this one, but okay, can y'all see that? Okay, great. All right, awesome. So this is what we're going to be breaking down tonight. Belief and your core values should be the foundation of your business and your whole life, honestly. If you don't know what your core values are and what you stand for, it's going to be very hard to inspire others. It's going to be very hard to identify other people's why. It's very important. This is actually very tied to your why. So it's very important to really connect to your core values. People with strong belief are incredibly driven. And actually, they raise the ethical standards of the people around them. So if you have a team, if you're leading people, this is super important. Obviously, if you're coaching your team, talking to customers, you want to help raise that standard. Belief is going to do that. Now, I will say the reason why I've been diving so deep into this is because belief was my number one strength. And so I'm so excited that it's something that I've felt so connected with right on time with this call. And I was like, I have got to talk about this because this is so beyond, just what I believe in this season. No, this is like who we are as people and how we show up for our families, our businesses, our life. So I do want to know, so we're talking about core values, what in the chat right now, I want you just to write up, no pressure, just write up a core value in your life right now. What is a core value that you think this is a non-negotiable for me? Just, yeah, this is good. Integrity, trust, loyalty, yes. Kindness, honor, authenticity, yes, these are amazing. Patience, community, yes. Yes, Tova, discipline, impact. I love that. I absolutely love that. All of that is right on. If you can dive deeper, typically you want to have like your top 5 to 7 core values. This is like your life. It's so important to have clarity on that. Even when you sit down and like have family time and know like what's the core values of our family, what do I want the core values of my business to be like, because they all connect. They all absolutely connect. Okay. So identify your core values, right? This is so important. Your core values will affect your behavior. It will affect everything. Your core values will make you dependable, right? So if you have core values, people are going to know that you are someone who shows up, right? You are dependable, and that's absolutely necessary for this business. Your core values will fill you with purpose. There's absolutely no way that you're going to have core values that you're not going to live a purposeful life. So if you struggle with this contentment, I want you to really dive deep into this, because you can solve that issue by nailing down your core values. They hold true no matter what. We're going to get into that in a little bit, but you're going to absolutely live by this. This is your line in the sand. You're going to make yes or no decisions based on your core values. So for me, you guys were vulnerable. You shared some of your core values. I'm going to share some of mine. Top one, faith, right? Like my faith is unshakable. Come may whatever come into my life, that's not going to change my faith in God. Family connection, self-respect. It's a big core value for me. Wisdom is a big value. Loyalty. I know I saw somebody write loyalty in there. Friendship, community. I need that. Like I absolutely need community. And diligence, which is actually one that I'm currently really trying to dig deeper into. Okay, so your core values will guide you through temptations and distractions. Amen. Like that. They're going to keep you on track. Okay. They're going to bring clarity into your life. They will keep your priorities clear. They will make you dependable. Okay. So people will be able to trust you because they know that you're clear in who you are. If you're not clear in who you are, it's going to be very hard to have people follow you, right? We want to have confidence in who we are. And all of these things raises everyone's ethical standards around you. We want that. All right. So your core values keep you on course in tough times. Okay. So I want you to look at these 2 questions here, because this is really, really important, actually. Would you sacrifice anything on your list for money? Because if the answer is yes to any of what you think your core values are, if the answer is yes to that, then sorry to break it to you, it's okay. It's not your core value. Okay. One of my top core values is self-respect. Would I do anything to compromise that for money? No, absolutely not. I would not. Hands down, no. So you have to be clear. And these are kind of hard questions to ask yourself. Have you lost any of your core values during stressful times, right? Stressful times really show us who we are, right? When you're struggling in your business, who do you still show up as, right? when you're struggling in your marriage, when you're struggling in your life, who are you still showing up as? Because that's the person that you are. Sorry to break it to you, but that is who you are. Who are you in stressful situations? Because we're all really great and we can all have these amazing core values and, ethical standards when things are going well. But who are you when things are not going well? Who are you when you're in a really stressful situation, right? And it's not to say that you're, for example, have you lost any of your core values during stressful times? If you have lost some of what you thought were your core values, and they're just not your core values, and it's okay. You're still in the process of identifying your non-negotiables, and that's okay. And I wrote down here, evolve or repeat, right? Like if we are not evolving, if we're not changing, if we are not gaining self-awareness and clarity in our lives and doing something about it, our circumstances will repeat over and over and over. And they'll look different because maybe situation is different, but our attitudes are the same. Nothing is actually changing. So if you can ask yourself these questions, especially being under stress, who you are and how do you show up when you're under stress, this is going to really change your life because you can evolve and you can change. That's the good news. There's something about us that we're not content with. We can change. We can do something about that. Okay. What's this? Oops. Okay. Tips for increasing belief in your business. Okay. So obviously, I'm going to state the obvious here. Make working your business part of your core values. Make values like discipline, commitment, diligence. Okay. Something I'm working on. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, be very transparent. Discipline, when I took my strengths finder, it's actually on the lower end of my strengths. Okay. I'm not proud of that, but I'm letting you know that because belief is so strong in me, that has carried me through to Jewel, right? Like it's really amazing that I could still be where I am today because of belief. And so I'm not saying that we don't need discipline. I'm currently working on this because it's been really enlightening for me to really be able to see, wow, discipline is not up in my strengths, up in there where I want it to be. I need to work on this. Okay. It's okay. You can work on it. Nothing is definite. If there's anything you want to evolve and work on, you can. But I would suggest make part of these values to benefit you and your business. These also will obviously affect you in positive ways in other areas in your life, but truly, this is going to really help you in evolving in your business. Okay. So we got more tips here. And honestly, these are recipes for a happier, more fulfilled life. Okay. So clarify your values by thinking about one of your best days ever. And I love this because how does your values influence your best day? How can you organize your life to have days like your best as often as possible? For me, my best day, oh my gosh, I would wake up early in the morning. I would see the sunrise. I would spend time with God. I would, open up a book, read my book. Then I would go to brunch with my friends. And after brunch with my friends, I would spend some time with my kids and it would be awesome. And I would play with them. And after I play with them, I would catch up on my team, talk to everyone on my team, and I would feel really good about showing up. And then I would, get super excited and plan a date night with my husband at the beach, like all of that. Oh my God, that's like the best day ever for me. So how can we create more days like that, right? Where we can involve our core values into our every single day schedule, because that's going to create a happier life. That's going to create a happier you. That's going to create someone who is so motivated and excited to show up. So if you are dreading your days, you're probably living outside of your core values. You're living outside of the desires in the natural desires of your heart. Also, I would keep reminders of your personal mission around you. We talk about it all the time. Put it in a vision board, right? Make it your lock screen. Leave messages for yourself on your mirror. Get a little marker and write what you need to write on your mirrors in your house. Remind yourself of them, because there's something to that. We don't just say that because we think it's fun. Like, we really say that because it's scientifically proven that if you see something over and over and over, you will believe it. And so create as many reminders for yourself as you can. Also, accept that others might have different values than you. And having strong belief does not, and I love that StrengthsFinder really specifies that. If you want to dive deeper into that, you can, but strong belief does not equate with being judgmental. So it doesn't mean that you think, oh, I'm so morally, or so ethically sound and whatever my decisions, and you're not. No. Like, you have to respect everyone's core values. We're all going to value different things. We're all from different cultures, different backgrounds. We're all going to have different core values, but you have to identify what that is for you. And then also respect the values of others, because we're all doing the best we can, right? Okay. So conclusion here. Belief is the cornerstone of who we are. It's vital. It's absolutely vital. It's vital for your life. It's vital for your business. You cannot fake it. I love that someone wrote in there in the chat, authenticity, because I think that's something that I hear a lot in the business. I want to be authentic to who I am. And actually, we would never want you to be anything except authentic. We want you to be the best version of you. We don't want you to be the best version of somebody else. That's why this business is so amazing, because we get to be self-aware and we get to maybe challenge ideas and ideations that we've had that have not served us. But you can't fake belief. You're going to have to really get down and dig deep and find out what those core values are for you. If you have a hard time nailing down your why, and maybe you think it was silly like me. I thought all this stuff was silly. Okay. I thought like writing down my why was silly. But if you have a hard time nailing down your why, you need more clarity in what your core values are. They are absolutely connected. Absolutely. Your why is connected to what you value most. And so I really want to encourage you, if you have a hard time, with your why, dig deep into why. And it's probably because you're not clear on what your core values are. Okay. Thank you guys. I did want to also, let me see. How do I get out of this? Stop share. Great. Awesome. Also, I wanted to say, I always share this with my team. Part of, my journey to Jewel was that I did have strong belief and I did have strong core values. And once again, I'm not saying you don't need discipline. We definitely need discipline, but that I had enough self-respect that I would never let myself quit on myself. I had enough commitment that I would never let myself quit on me. And I think that is very important to share, that your core values actually sustain you, and they will sustain you in hard times. And obviously this business, you're going to have ups and you're going to have downs. And I have faced a lot of ups and I have faced a lot of downs. And I think that is absolutely normal. And you're going to have that. Okay. So we can normalize having ups and downs. It's very much normal and part of business. But this will sustain you. And having strong core values will help you on those rainy days, those days that you maybe want to quit, but don't quit. Don't quit on yourself. See here. Yes. I'm looking at the chat. Stay the course. All right, y'all, stay the course. We'll end it there. Thank you guys so much. And I hope you enjoyed this and this was helpful and you guys have a great night. Good night.